And we're now ready for the Champion Juvenile Cup, the listed event they often racing from that 1400 meter marker. I thought Empire Blue could have got a better start. That's on the back foot early on. Vars Voters right up there. Vision of Wonder shows speed, as does Global Force. But there goes Global Force to go and spearhead the attack by a length and a lead tail. Further back behind that is Vision of Wonder. Behind that one is Global Banker, who's a bit headstrong in the early parts of the race. Vars Voter is racing 4 lengths off them. Fairy Night with Underworld, the two favourites. They'll move together at the 900. Then comes the Winter Lake. Further back in running is Abound. That travels with Lord Mallory. Then we go back to the likes of Questor, who's about 8 or 9 lengths off them, and Abound is going to have to get past them all. They up the lane, they at the 600, and in front is Global Force with Vision of Wonder in second. Then comes Global Banker. Underworld towards the middle outside. Then comes Fairy Night, but Underworld is now starting to move into contention under the hands. He's closing in the gap. He's moving in with Fairy Night, and the Winter Lakes on the outside, but it's Underworld who's still confidently ridden. On the inside is Fairy Night. They now look at each other in the eyes, and on the outside is the Winter Lake, with on the inside Questor, who's running an absolute cracker. Questor's now being driven into the lead. Questor's got to the front, and Questor. Great ride, Smunga Khumalo, because I think he had no stick. Fairy Night was right there, Underworld. Then came Vision of Wonder and the Winter Lake. Let's have a look at him again. Smunga Khumalo going to take a daring run in hope that the field don't shift over to that inside rail. Underworld was confidently ridden. He was just being allowed to build into that stride. So 7's won it, 3 Fairy Night second, 10 Vision of Wonder has run third, and fourth goes to number 9 Underworld. 7, 3, 10 and 9 is how the judge is going to post those numbers. Thank you very much to the team next door. Let's see where he loses the stick. They're at the 200 now. Now the 150. There goes the stick. But that means nothing to Smunga Khumalo. He's just a phenomenal rider. And he's going to pull out all the stops over here. Well done to the Smith Super Syndicate, to Dean Smith and everybody involved. That's a smashing win. Fairy Night behind that. Then Vision of Wonder and Underworld with the Winter Lake. And that's the renewal of the Champion Juvenile Cup for 20.
Oh, this is what feature races are all about, the fight down to the line, the absolute enthusiasm on the course, and everybody going mad. What absolutely wonderful race to be involved in. It goes the way of the Gavin Smith Racing team with Questor. And beside me, I've got Victor, who's joining me on behalf of Groom Stulo, who looks after Questor with great pride and passion, and who gets to take the 1,500 Rand World Sports betting check as a result. And Marilyn is standing by. We're going to exchange the 1,500 Rand check for a beautiful wait. Don't run away, Victor. On behalf of Stulo, that wonderful check from EPOL, as well as a trophy to mark the fantastic Champion Juvenile Stakes win by Questor. And Stulo's got a lot to be happy about. Victor, thank you so much for your help. Much appreciated. Smunga standing by, and he's looking really happy with his victory here. Smunga, it's great to win races, but it's even better to come back to the jubilation, the excitement of everyone. The owner, the trainer, the grooms, everyone was on fire when you came in. It must make your heart so big.
Yeah, you know, it was, I promise you, once I crossed the line, I just knew, I could even hear the grandstand, you know, the guys were really banging it, and it's just another feeling. But
Yeah.
back to this guy. We didn't have the best of jumps, and 1,400, you know, he is looking for further, and those 1,200 where he won it quite easily, and then the other 12, you know, it was a little bit where he had the draw, he was there for nothing, and he still showed class. And today, you know, coming off a draw like that and taking on Cape Town Raiders, you know, it shows that he's special. And got in the straight, I see there was a lot of guys bumping each other, but I thought, let me just wait a little bit. I followed Louis as long as I could. I thought he could pull me through. And I felt let me go on his inside because they already had the bump in. So I thought let me go on his inside. And this guy here, he took a little bit encouraging to get past, but once he put his head in front, it was a matter of how far, and he really like blew them away.
He certainly did. It was wonderful to watch. And yeah, if they're going to leave that inside rail open, take it, most definitely.
Yeah, you know, Nadine, you've been there, so if it's a shortest way home, and
Exactly.
you know, if you have a horse underneath you, it even makes it much better. Again, a big thanks to Smith Racing team. Obviously, big well done to them also. You know, it's been a hard season. You know, just getting to get to know the horses and get to understand and where to place them. And, you know, as a rider, you ride a lot of horses, over 100 horses a month. And
Yeah.
it's just another, to remember them, you know. But once you get on them, you sort of like have a feel, and it's back on again. And for a whole year to do that, you know, it takes a lot.
It certainly
Yeah,
does.
so
It certainly
big,
does.
so big well done to Smith Racing team, and they never put pressure on me.
He says with a laugh and a side glance. Yeah.
And you know, to Dean, the guys out there, he picks these horses, and he gets owners involved. And if you really want to own a horse, and here's a guy here, Dean, you can get in touch with him. His syndicate is doing quite well. I've ridden a couple of winners for them, and they're nice horses with a lot to progress. So again, to my sponsors, Maurice Fontaine, Vokaboshev, big well done to them. They've been with me for many years in racing and supporting me. So just another to thank them to finish the season. So. Yeah, and the grooms, you know, they just make this place another, you know, just racing itself. We know Fairview is a small place, but if you're here, you'll think...
You're racing in a big centre.
You'll think you're in a big centre, so well done to them.
Before you run away, Merredin's going to step in with a lovely bottle of bubbly that you'll get to celebrate with a little bit later in, just some little something for a very, very good win.
No, thank you so much. And again, to the Bling fans, whoop, whoop.
Well, that's what they want to hear, and it's echoed throughout the studio. Everyone waiting for that call. Gavin stepping in to join me now. 3 winners on the day. It's been a hard season. It's been a long season. You guys have ended on a high. What a wonderful victory. I'm sure that your heart must have been in your throat. It's lovely to see finishes like this, but not when you're the one hoping to win.
100%. 100%.
And I've got to say, this fellow really impressed me, not just the win. I always loved their little quirks and mannerisms. And when he came back to the tumultuous applause, he just stood there and took it all in. I was quite amazed.
He's actually quite a burly boy, and you know, I said to some of the guys came to the yard on Thursday, and I said, yeah, he's like a front ranker for the Springbok team. He's a big, chunky boy, strong, but nothing really phases him. He does what he has to do, and it's just a very rewarding season, and it's lovely to go through and to win this baby race. And this one's it's for my wife and for Dino and Jess. Lovely to have family here, and my boot Andrew and Francie, and the whole team. It's great, and I'm going to get out the way now. It's lovely to have some of the owners of the syndicate here. And a big shout out to the breeders, to Force and
Okay, but you've also got a bottle of bubbly to accept from your beautiful wife, Marilyn. Yes, this time you can, because keep it PG, and you can enjoy that later. Well done, congratulations.
Thank you, Nate. I'm going to hand over to the guys.
Please do.
And to Dino. Dino, come here with us.
Come on in, Questor, Low, Dean. Johan, everyone's coming in. Everyone's coming in to join me. I'm going to step out. You guys come on over. Come on over. There you go. Now, if you wanted to see excitement on course, these 3 men entertained us. I was trying to keep an eye on who was winning the race, but they were cavorting around the parade ring. And it was absolutely awesome. I've got to say again, well done. These syndicates have just taken off in the Eastern Cape, and the joy it's bringing and the quality. We've had some quality syndicate horses this season. Dean, well done.
Yeah, Nate, I agree. Questor, lovely horse, lovely bunch of owners down. They've brought positive attitude to the yard, and lovely guys to have in the syndicate. Well, thank you guys. And yeah, Nate, it's quality horses. Global Banker, a little bit inconvenienced there at the 400. He's a big striding horse, probably looking for a bit further. We had Vision. He's also looking for gelding, lovely horse. And the others, they're naughty colts. Probably going to have to get gelded soon. But yeah, honest runs, Winter Lake, very good run from off them. He's still playing. The penny hasn't dropped with him yet. And it's been a lovely season for the syndicate, for everyone, and big well done to everyone.
We'll pass the mic on over to Johan, and he's going to start us off here. Tell us, how do you actually feel when you're watching something like that?
It's a rush that you only feel when your kids line up for a 100-meter dash. So, for us, it's an honor and a privilege and a blessing to be part of this syndicate. And I just want to say thank you to Gavin and Dean and the whole team. Francie and all the grooms that do fantastic work. And Dean sends us videos every morning.
And updates, well done, yes.
So that brings a smile to your face as well.
Certainly does.
And the syndicate is the way to go. If you like punting, a good day at the races will buy you a share in the horse.
It certainly will, certainly will.
It's really affordable and it's the way to go.
Guys, it's been wonderful.
And Simonga, yes. Thank you. Well ridden.
It's been fantastic to see you enjoy this win so much. Marilyn's going to step in with a wonderful trophy to celebrate with, and we're just going to round up like that. Well done to the Smith Racing team for a fantastic win by Questor.